the whole CSS online interaction part, right? So any questions on that? Any questions on that from the last part? Oh, we will see the next part. Okay, in the last class, guys, we have seen how to set up the online screen and how to, what do you say, write the program and how to set up the environment, how to trigger the transaction, the pseudo conversation, releasing and written commands as well. So now what we're gonna see here, guys, is one of the simple part. Okay, easy part. Now let's go for the easy part here. We already have a hard part completed, guys. This from here, nothing is hard, guys. It is easy. So over here, the second part, what
practical also we will be doing means assignments.
we already did practical last class. You were there.
Yeah, means related assignment I was asking, like we used to do
You need to complete this. Now, did you complete that?
one half done.
Let me know once you're done. I have questions to share once people do the work, right?
Okay.
Then when you show me that Anil, I have completed this, then I can share another task to you. Of course, similar task only, but see what you will be doing here is the copy paste, right?
Right.
But I would like you to type also, right? So what I'll do, I'll give another question which is not given to you. So you will be typing from the scratch.
Okay.
Meantime, you can also do the next part. Okay, if you have done already this one, you can create another screen. Okay, you create one employee screen or some bank screen and just send some data onto the screen. It's a very easy part. You don't need a special assignment here. What you can do is simply create your own assignments as well. You create a screen where user can put some data and you do some calculation and send the result. Right. So once done, let me know. So the next thing what we now is, guys, the screen navigation part. Okay, so earlier, guys, we talk about only one screen part, but not always, guys. In the CSCS applications, the users, okay, what we call the users, guys, they don't remember the transaction ID. They don't remember, guys, all the transaction ID, all the transactions ID. So generally, they won't uh, actually trigger the transaction at all. Okay, they don't remember any transaction IDs, guys. There are so many screens the user can see, and not all the screens the user can interact with transaction IDs. So what the user will do, guys, they will be having a menu. They will be using a menu based process. So we design in every application, guys, we design a menu screen first. We'll define a menu screen first, as in when user login, guys, as in when as user login to CSCS environment, the menu will come automatically. The menu will be shown directly. That means the user will be shown directly here. The user, guys, he doesn't need to remember any transaction ID. The menu already will be there. From the menu, he can choose like option 1 for inquiry of the data, option 2 for update, option 3 like that. Now when he go to the option 1, when he is in the inquiry screen, okay, when he is in inquiry screen, he can use F1 to go for update screen, F2 for another new screen. Like this, the whole CSCS, guys, user will be doing navigation. Okay, he will not be triggering the transaction IDs much. In some cases, the menu screen transaction ID user might do supposed to be triggered. In some cases, the CSS system will create the menu for the first time itself. Okay, so in CSS processing, guys, user rather than triggering the run, he'll be most using the navigations. So if I want to navigate, between the screens. How to do it? If I want to navigate between the screens, guys, then how to do it? That's the point. So for this, guys, we'll be learning the CICS subprogram topic, CICS subprogram concepts. In here, there are two commands. Okay, there are two commands to learn. First one is a link command. The second one, what we call it as an XCTL command. Link, guys, is used to pass the control. Use the pass the control from one program to another, just like a call statement. And then same thing, XCTL also used to pass the control from one program to another. Now what is the difference between them? Okay, so to understand the difference, let me ask you a question. When we have a call statement, okay, when we use a call statement and we pass the control from A to B, and program B is executing the logic. B is executing the logic. My question here is, when program B is executing, what the program A is doing? What the program A is doing, guys? Anyone? Anyone?
A is holding the values, means whatever before it passes to B.
Apart from that, if you are the program A, you are the main program and you pass the control to program B. When program B is executing as a program A, what you are doing?
Wait status for response from B.
So you are just waiting for the control, right? You're waiting for the control, right?
Yes.
So in here also same thing. The point here is, when you are using the link command, the same thing will happen. Program A can pass the control to program B. And while program B is executing here, the program A will wait for control. Now in here, we call this as the resource waiting wastage. So it will be waiting and wasting the resource, guys. It will just wait there, nothing else. But in online system, making the resource waste, waiting is also a wastage point of resource. So what we do, guys, there are two categories here. Okay, when you want to talk to the subprogram, there are two cases, link and XCTL. When you use link here, okay, when you use link, the main program will be waiting for control, will be waiting for the control to come back. This is what we do. That's the difference here. But XCTL, guys, when you use XCTL here, the main program which we are using will be first terminated. The main program itself will be terminated and the subprogram will take the control. The subprogram or the calling program will take control from here. There are two cases, guys, one to come back, one to not to come back. Okay, so if you are using link, the intention is to come back to the main program. If it is intention is to not to come back, then you have to use XCTL. But when to use both of them? So in here, like I said, there are two cases. One, data processing, in which there is a user accessing a screen one. In that, he will provide some inputs and he will press enter. Then your program will be triggered and this program A is calling program B using link is calling program B, and then this one will update the table at the backend. Now in here the wait time is very negligible. Okay, the program A is wait time is negligible because a single program updating a single record in a table doesn't take much time. So when it is a data processing, we use a program B. Now, what is the specialty of this program B, guys? It is not having any screen. Program B do not have any map to interact. The second category, guys, is the navigation. The second category is screen navigations. In here, what happened is The user is already on screen 1. Okay, now he want to go to screen 2. You want to go to screen 2. That's what he want to do. So what he did, he pressed some F1 or F2 navigation screen. Okay, this is a navigation option now. In that, the trigger has happened here and it has triggered program A. It has triggered program A from here, from the screen 1. We use XCTL to go to program B. We go to program B. Now what program B will do is it will send the screen 2. In here guys, in here you are actually doing something like this. You are calling one main program to another main program. This is what we are doing here. In the link command, we are doing specifically the old process. Main program to subprogram communication we are doing in the old case. In this particular case, we are doing main program to main program here. Okay, two things difference guys. If you want to call a processing program, data processing program, you should use link so the control can come back and the program A can talk to user. But in the navigation guys, you will be talking to two different screens by two different programs. So one screen program want to come to go to another screen program. So what we do, we use XCTL. So what happens? The previous screen will be released. The previous screen will be released from the process and the next screen will be coming onto the screen. Okay. Again, let me tell you one more time. In the CSCS, when you want to talk to the subprogram point, there are two commands, link and XCTL. If you are using link, then you mean to use a call the program which is only COBOL program, which is only doing data processing. And when if you are going for XCTL, then it means you are doing a navigation between two screens, crossing from one screen to another screen. So what is the point here is when you are doing navigations, when you are in the second screen, you don't want the first screen to be waiting. The user might be spending more time in the screen too. Okay, user might be spending some time here. So in that case, holding screen 1 is no use. So if it is a screen to screen navigation, use XCTL. If it is a screen to a separate subprogram, then use link. Clear? Any questions on that? Any questions when to use link, when to use XCTL, guys?
Like any screen to screen navigation also will be calling program only, right?
Calling program only, but it's like the internal step na, when it sees link, it will hold the program A and pass control to program B. But if you use XCTL, system will first release this fellow and then call this fellow. Handshake, only one will be executing.
Okay.
In link, both programs will be there in the system. In XCTL, only one will be there. The calling program will be released. In here, in case if I want to pass data as well, okay, control I can pass by link or XCTL, but if I want to pass the data in CSCS, okay, CSCS, we use the COM areas memory. We use the COM area memory here. Okay, like I said, in CSCS process, guys, okay, in CSCS process, when transaction starts, system will allocate a memory space called COM area. This is separate memory, guys. This is COM area. And when your program starts, when your program is started, system will allocate a work area, workspace or work area here. Now this one is used to pass the data between the programs. This is used to pass the data between the programs because this COM area will be there throughout the process. Whereas this work area will be only till program executes, only till program is released. So generally what we do after sending the map, we release. So each time when you are releasing, this area will be deleted. But unless the transaction is completed, the work area on the COM area space will be still there. So if you want to pass the data between the programs, you need to use COM area, not the work area here. The difference is like this: call subprogram using number one, number two, and total. So this is what we call it as work area concept. This is we call it as work area concept, where you are moving the data through variables directly. But if you want to do it with CSCS, you need to use link or XCTL command. Write the program name, okay, give the program name here, and then you write a tag as com area, then put the variable here, okay, the variable group name, put it as a group and end exit like this. This is using work area variables, guys. This is passing through com area. Com area is the common space between the programs for that transaction. So anytime you want to pass the data to a sub program, you need to use the com area space. So you can keep all the variables in this group. Okay, for example, you can write their claim details here, and then you write claim number, customer name, and another indicator is valid indicator. So you have a couple of input variables and one output variable. So when you want to pass this data to the sub program, okay, when you want to pass, you need to write like this: link program, name of the program, use this com area, the claim details like this, and exit. Now once the control come back, you can check if is valid indicator is equal to yes or no. Based on that, you can continue the logic. Since it is a link, what happens? The control will come back. So you are passing the data to this program, and this program will do some mapping or additions or calculations or updates of a table, and then send the reply to it. That you can check in the main program again. So again, if you want to pass the data, we don't use the using clause of work area. We'll be using the com area space. What are the variables you have? Put that in a group and send it as a group. You cannot send multiple variables there, only one variable. So put it as a group there. Okay. Any questions? Second point, guys. First point is link and XCTL. Second point is com area. Second point is the com area, guys. Third point, in the subprogram, guys, okay, in the subprogram, how to receive the data, So obviously, when you come to subprogram, guys, you know there is a linkage section to start with, okay, you know the linkage section. In the linkage section, what is the key point you need to remember is you need to capture all the variables in a same sequence. That is also fine, but make sure, guys, make sure the group name, what you are seeing here as a group name, guys, the group name mandatory should be DFH com area. And this, the group name, guys, must be DFH com area. There is no other variable group you have to use. On the main program, you can write any name. Okay, on the main program, guys, you can give any name, but in the sub program, the receiving group name should be DFH com area. So again, let me go back to here. If you have a com area memory, guys, you can do two things. Then to keep the data in the space, okay, you need to know how to keep the data in the space and how to access the data from the space. So you just need to use exit CSCS, any command, any relevant command here with a com area tag and your group variable name like this. In any program for any given particular command you are using to pass the data and want to put it in a com area, then this is the tag you need to use to keep the data in the space. Because it is a CSCS memory, you should be pointing it to the CSCS command. But if you want to access it, in the linkage section, okay, any program, either main or sub program, main program or sub program, in any program under the variable of dfh com area only, you can catch the variables, catch or match the variables what is stored in this com area. So if at all you are passing through main program, in the subsequent sub program, you need to receive them as dfh com area only. And the memory is same, okay, the sending memory variables of main program and the receiving variables in the dfh com area, they share same memory guys, like call by reference share same memory. So if you change anything, okay, if you change anything in subprogram, then the main program will be affected as well. So you know the call by reference, same concept here. So you change anything in these variables, it will be affecting these variables along because they are now mapped here. This is your com area variables what you pointed, and this is the linkage section dfh com area which is connected. So you change here, then it will affect here as well. Got it? Any questions? 2 points. Look at the 2 points together. How to pass the data and how to receive the data. How to pass the data and how to receive the data. If you want to pass the data, this is how you do. If you want to receive the data, this is how to do. Last part is very easy. Okay, so you know how to send the control, how to send the control. For that, yes, you can use link or XCTL. Now you know how to send the data. For that, yes, we can use the com area and the variable name. Third point, how to receive the data. So for that, yes, you know dfh com area. The last part is how to send the control back. So in here guys, look at the point. If I am using a link and passing the control to program B, in this case program A is waiting guys. So what you can do, simply write exit css return command. Then the control will go back, will go to program A and continue the program and continue the logic. So if you see program A and there are some statement 1, statement 2, and in statement 3 I'm using a link here and passing the control to the subprogram B, program B. Then it will execute its own statements here, and at one of the case when you write exit css return in the program, the control will come here. Okay, control will be here. So you are in the same program continuing. This is just a piece of navigation happened within another program for processing the data. Then the control comes to program A only again. But if it is XCTL story guys, okay, if it is XCTL here and you pass the control to program B, the point here is program A is already terminated. Okay, in here program A is already terminated guys, which means your only program B is executing. Now if program B want to go to program A guys, again it has to use the same formula to call program A. It's in navigation between the screens only guys. Okay, A is a screen, B is a screen. So you came from screen A to screen B, you should be using XCTL. And if you want to go from screen B to screen A also, you should be using XCTL only. If you say return, you will be exiting the process. But if you want to navigate from A to B or B to A, in any case, you will be using again the XCTL only. It's like F3 guys, like an F3 logic to go back to the previous screen. So when you came from A to B screen, you press F3 and you go for B to A screen. So both are navigation only. Both are navigation only. So it is a navigation from A to B for a navigation from B to C or C to A anywhere, it's always use XCTL itself. So the program will start again and again, guys. Okay, so if you see the example again, program A has statement 1, statement 2, and in statement 3 you are doing XCTL. Okay, XCTL to program B. Then what happens? Program will start. Program B will start S1, S2, and S3 when you are doing the XCTL to program A here. Again, program A will start from first only, guys. Not statement number 4 will not come. Statement number 4 will not execute, guys, because you are just doing the navigation and the programs are terminated. In here, program A is already terminated. So there is no program A. Now, when you say here, it is started again. Program A starts again from the scratch. So it will start from step 1 here. I'm here like this. 4 points, guys. Any questions on the 4 points here? Any questions on the 4 point, guys? Okay, we can do it in practical also. Okay, we can do it in the practical also. So where is this one? Okay, so as you can do TS 32, and then let me go to the program. So previously we have the addition screen. Okay, we have addition screen. What I now have is the menu screen, guys. Okay, I created a menu design. Let's compile that and show you how the design will be there. So this is a map. So you took the map compiler here and just change and submit. Change and submit here. So we are compiling a map set here, a new map set. This is already tested program. So it's already tested program. We have some fields in that, and then corresponding main program is the, okay, where is this? Corresponding program. So one screen, one program here, and this is the transaction ID. This is your transaction ID. So if it is a transaction ID, guys, it should be going into a PCT entry. If it is a program, guys, okay, if it is a program, you'll have a load, should go for a PPT entry. And if it is a map set also, you'll get a load, you should go for PPT entry only. So let's compile the program as well. Okay, the particular program, guys, will be doing a navigation. It's like a menu, guys. It's just a menu here. It's not a any processing thing. It's only the menu what it will display. The user can choose the menu and navigate. User can choose a menu and navigate. So I want to navigate here. This is our REST screen program. This is menu program to navigate back. I just changed the program of the addition as well. I'll show you why I changed. Okay. All are set. What you need to do, guys, open a new session. Okay, like I showed you earlier. Go to CSES, clear the screen. So you can press this button, clear button. So CEDA define map set as menu set and the group. F3 and install. Done. How to define the program? Say menu PGM and install. Done. You have defined and installed this program. So install the addition program as well. So you had a change. Okay, so I'm installing that again. Now set up the transaction here. CEDA define trans as the menu as the transaction, connecting to the program as menu PGM. So this will know which program to trigger. Enter F3 and install. While installing, program is not required. Done. So you can check the entries, guys. Okay, if you want, you can check the entries here. Like write CIDA DI for display, the group. This DI for display, guys. If you don't know the acronyms, you can put simply CIDA and enter. You can just give CIDA and enter. It will show you what all you can do. So we did CIDA define. We did. You can delete also. I'm doing the display part. DI. What you want to display? So I want to display the group of T4. So it shows that you have a couple of map set, couple of programs and some transactions as well. So you have everything here. F3 to clear, come out of it. Clear the screen. Okay. So now I have a menu transaction to trigger with. So this is a simple screen, guys. Okay. One input field, remaining are labels I have given in the design. So if I show you the design now, you can easily understand. So I have one IASM. So one MMDF for the header and then one field for the input. Remaining all are displays like initial 1, addition 2, subtraction 3, multiplication, division, like this I give. Now user has a choice to make. Okay, user has a choice to make and press enter in the menu program. Okay, this is ICOP. So in the menu program, if it is for second time and user give an enter key, in the processing para, receive the input what user gave and check what screen he want to navigate. He want to navigate to addition, then call the addition program. He want to call the subtraction, then call the subtraction program. He want to go for multiplication, then same thing here. But if a user press any other key randomly, like 4 option here, which is not yet there, so he will be sending a message. Okay, if it is 1, he'll be going for addition, guys. These two are not yet set up. So, but if you give 1, hit enter. This one failed. This one has not failed. So APCT, guys, load module not found. Okay, APCT means load module not found here. Let me go back here. So which one is not found? So we can debug, guys. You can debug the code. CDF. Clear the screen. Map might not be the place. TRN1. Sorry, menu. Initiates here very basically sending the map. This is fine. Okay, so the menu program, guys, and the transaction is good. So returning with transaction ID, program, task terminated. User gave 1, hit enter. Receiving the map, so you got 1. Okay, so if you see, guys, if you don't use the low values, you see this kind of junk data will appear in the your fields. So we don't want this junk data. So this single quotes is the area what you have for this map. So you have moved a low values to that. Now we got 1, guys, and we are trying to call this program mset add p. The XCTL program, guys, okay, in XCTL concept, the menu program got terminated. The main program will terminate first, and it has initiated the addition program. So till here it's good. In the addition program, it is trying to send a map and it got an append with APCT. This is because the load is not found for the map. Maybe it has been removed when I restarted. So what I can do is clear the screen, CIDA, install mapset, mset add, and the group. So just install. The envelope is already there. Just install. So that is successful.
Is debug you are doing with by using two screens, like
No,
one fix or only
one screen, only one screen. Only one screen. I just give CDA command and then CDF, not CDA command, CDF command. Then clear the screen. Give the transaction ID, whichever you want, and hit enter.
now
Keep
give
on
me
enter. Just keep on enter. No more other things like enter, enter till written. You need to keep on entering. Now it's a user choice. Enter based on the function you want to do. Like if you want to F1, you have to press F1. So program initiated, receiving the map, hit enter, command completed with the value 1. XCTL, like I said, when you're calling this program, first the main program will be terminated, guys, and then this program will take control. So these are two main programs only, guys. This is a screen program. This is also a screen program, guys. So you cannot show two screens at once. So obviously what we do in XCTL, first we'll terminate the one which is calling like this. Menu program has been terminated and the MSET addition program got initiated. You see, the MSET addition program is sending a map. It has sent its map and then it gonna release with his own transaction ID, not the menu. Okay, this is the one starting, but this is the one which will take control now. The menu screen is done. The map set of addition screen will take control. Program task terminated. Now user can spend as much time as he want. Press F1. Okay, so I think everything has been gone when I restarted. CEDA install trans trn1. Okay, this is not required basically in the project, guys. Our software is not retaining the installs. So this is a software issue, not the mainframe issue. Okay, right. So now it's working fine. So if I can press 1 and enter F3, 1 and enter F3. So how I'm doing? Both cases navigation only, guys. Both are the navigations only. So for your last time, CF debug, clear the screen, trigger the tran, the menu tran, hit enter couple of times till you get the termination messages. Give the choice, program enter, receive, navigate with XCTL, terminate the main program, initiate the subprogram. Subprogram as per pseudo logic will send its own map and release. As and when it is released, this center will be here now. Put some values, press F1, hit F1, receiving, calculation, result, return. Now if I want to go back, F3, okay, I used F3 here. In the program, I made a change from yesterday's to today. I made a small change in the F3 saying that if user press F3, go and call this menu program. So the main program got terminated. The menu program got initiated, sending its own screen. This is its own screen. While releasing, it should release its own transaction, not the other one. Okay, so this is the menu. This is the menu tran. So release, run. No. So you get navigations happening, but backend you don't see like this. Okay, when you're in the front end part, when you're seeing the front end part, you will not notice like what happening in the backend. You got it? Any questions here, guys? Like I said, these topics are simple, guys. We're just learning couple of commands. Theory and practical we can complete in a single class only. We don't need 3 to 4 extra classes for theory. A simple class of understanding link and XCTL. That's it. Once you know link and XCTL, till here only, guys, it took some time to us to complete the thing. But in that related to CSCS, what you learned is 3 commands only. And return. These are the 3 commands you learned. But to put them in proper places, you understood pseudo conversation, you learned the design part and everything. In navigation part, you learned only one point here. Okay, there are link and XCTL. But in our example, we have seen only XCTL because we are not doing data process. We are doing navigation. So in this case, you also remember COM area as well. In tomorrow's class, you just need to see how we do with the data part. Okay, now we know how to play with the screen. We need to go and talk to the data. So data can be in 3 different places. It can be a table. This is the main part. It could be in a cluster of KSDS or it could be in an internal CSS queue. So where it is. So if it is in a database, then yes, how do we catch it? If it is in a KSDS cluster, how do we process it? And if it is in queue, how to do it? Got it? So tomorrow we'll see in this DB2 only. I'll show you how to do the link also, how to talk to subprogram using link. We'll keep the subprogram with DB2. We'll keep the table in a subprogram, guys, and we'll ask the main program to use the subprogram there. Okay. So do a practice, guys. Do a practice. Let me know once you are done. See, these people are playing with me. I'm doing a night shift and they are telling good morning. People, they change my system. They change. Getting sleep in the nights and I have to work in the night. Anyway, I'll catch up with you guys. I should talk to him. I'll send you these programs. Okay, I'll send you these two programs as well. You already have addition program, guys, in your software only. I'll send you this menu program as well so that you can use it, guys. Where is this? Okay, see you then.